watching college football as the ULM Warhawks play host to the first place in the West Troy Trojans. You're watching the Sun Belt Conference here on ESPN Plus. Troy, they've won 6 straight. Coming in, they control their own destiny. ULM, they've dropped 7 straight. Alongside former All-American at McNeese State, the former defensive end Desmond Light, and I'm Chris Harris as we welcome you to Monroe, Louisiana. A 4-man front for Troy. Going to bring a blitz this time. Wright is flush, and he is going to be dropped. That's Jubinor with the sack that time. That's his 5th and a half sack on the season. He is living in that backfield this year.
There go that man again. They run a 0 blitz here, Chris. That means there's no safety help over the top, and they're just very confident that that blitz is going to get there, and it did. It got home.
Goal from just inside that 2-yard line. 6-year senior, 3rd-year starter Watson is going to pass it this time. Lofts it over to the far side. Has a man, has a touchdown. That's Damian Taylor. Out of the backfield, makes a catch, gets the touchdown. His first receiving touchdown of the year, his 2nd overall.
Yeah, line up at that fullback position in the eye. You don't see that much. Just slips out into the flats. Not quite accounted for, but it's a little easier when you don't have that many yards. And that's Troy settling into this ball game.
Play coming up. We'll see if this is 4-down territory for Coach Sumrall. And trips over here on this near side. A lot of things you can do in this formation. As the 6-year senior steps back, looks, has a man, touchdown. Guess who? Barber. His favorite target today.
Barber had his Wheaties this morning, Chris.
Kick it this time, so Gilbo taking care, and that was blocked. So Gilbo is doing the kicking duties, and Troy going to try and return this now in some open space down the sideline. There's Gilbo, and he's finally brought down from behind. And Keyshawn Swanson, I believe.
Wow, and that's just demoralizing for the Warhawks.
Perfect on the day, 2 for 2. A motion there from Ross. They'll give it to Ross, and he'll stroll in for a touchdown. That's about as easy as it gets. 3rd touchdown catch of the year for Ross. 3rd touchdown pass of the day for Watson.
Notice this motion. They're just little indicators. They send him in motion. They see it's man. All right, man on man. We're just going to get it to him in the flats and see. We think he's too fast for you to cover him in that much space.
Has surpassed the 200-yard mark. Remember, Troy hasn't given up more than 300 yards in their last 7 games.
They've been moving the rock.
Right. Time. Now flushed. And behind the play, he's down. And that's another turnover on downs. As
the quarterback was down. By rule.
Jubinor, once again, you called him Jason and Freddie on the play side.
On the sideline for Howe. His defender falls, and Howe takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Sophomore from Troy, and he stays perfect. Make it 16 for 16 from inside of 40 yards for the young man. From Butler, Georgia, 6th-year senior. You know, senior day will be special for him. Fakes that reverse, pass is caught, touchdown Troy, and once again a passing touchdown. This time Ethan Connor, the recipient of the 4th touchdown from Watson.
They tried to run this earlier, and Connor dropped it. They come back to it. This time Connor's ready, and they just operating. They're
here for Wright, and another sack for Troy. And this time it is Solomon, his 3rd sack of the ball game. Both he and Jubinor have 3 sacks today. Out corner of the end zone, defender falls, but Tolbert makes a catch for the touchdown.
Look at Bud.
For loss in the game for Troy, 4 for ULM. Trips on that far side for Goose Crowder here.
They got the numbers that they want to throw the screen on.
Looks to the other side, though. Pass to Martin out of the backfield. Makes a man miss, and Asa Martin gets into the end zone for a touchdown. His ball game has a touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Troy Trojans have caught passes in this ball game.
Spreading it around.
Motion man from left to right. That's Ross. And the handoff up the middle will go for a touchdown.
My goodness. And that's just, hey, keep it going, run counter, power football.
Final score, the Trojans have won now 7 in a row. They're now 8-2, 5-1 in conference play, and They're potentially on their way to another conference championship game.